Hi everyone, welcome to the Amazon rainforest. I'm Jessie, your best friend from Brazil, and for the next 5 days, I'll take you with me on an epic journey. Let's go! Visiting the Amazon rainforest is the kind of experience that pulls you out of autopilot. The smells, the sounds, the landscapes, there's nothing else like it in the world. For 5 days, I dove into this universe that's as powerful as it is delicate, where everything is alive, intense, and unpredictable. In this video, I'm going to show you all the tours I did during these days and share the incredible moments I lived during this magical journey deep in the Amazon jungle. Just getting to the inn in the middle of the jungle is an adventure in itself. It takes 4 different rides. First, a car to the port, then a boat. After that, a van, and finally, another boat ride along the Amazon rivers until you reach the final destination. But that's all part of the experience. And the best part is, this entire transfer is included in the travel package, so there's nothing you need to worry about. On the way, you treated to one of nature's greatest shows, the famous Meeting of the Waters, where the Negro and Solimões rivers flow side by side without mixing, an incredible natural phenomenon. The inn sits on the banks of the Paraná do Mamori River, near Lake Dilma, completely surrounded by untouched nature. The Wi-Fi connection here is limited and unstable, but if you're coming for this kind of experience, the best thing you can do is open your mind and heart and let yourself disconnect from the world so you can truly connect with the jungle. As soon as we arrived, we went straight to lunch, and right away, we were surprised by how delicious the food was, all lovingly prepared by the team at the inn. All meals are included in the package: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Everything is simple, homemade, and full of flavor, just the way it should be for an authentic jungle experience.
10 de 10, a comida 10 de 10, temperadinha, quentinha, substância. E uma vista.
Delicious food.
La comida estaba muy buena, rica, muy rica.
Canoeing through the forest rivers is a truly memorable part of the trip. Gliding in silence with nothing but the sounds of nature all around you leaves a lasting impression. You don't need any experience. The most important thing is staying in sync with your group. The real challenge is not getting distracted by the stunning scenery around you. And to top it all off, after the canoe ride, we get to enjoy a spectacular sunset, followed by a refreshing dip in the river that feels absolutely amazing. One of the most thrilling nighttime activities is alligator spotting. On this tour, the guide takes us by boat along the riverbanks, where alligators usually show up. And with incredible skill, he managed to catch one so we can see it up close. On our night out, he first caught 2 small ones, and then even managed to grab a bigger one. The bravest in the group were up for holding the animal to take a photo. As for me, I have to admit, I just watched it from a safe distance, and I was totally fine with that. During this 3-kilometer hike, the guide shares several jungle survival techniques and shows in practice the true power of nature. We learn about medicinal plants, how to identify edible fruits, and also the ones that are dangerous. He also teaches how to communicate in the forest in case someone gets lost, how to find shelter from the rain, look for food, and so much more. It's a super interesting experience, full of lessons that stay with you for life.
Já tô um dia perdido no meio do mato. Eu sei que tem gente atrás de mim. Eu iria fazer isso aqui. O certo não é bater com o facão, o certo é você bater com o pau maciço. Porque vai ecoar mais longe ainda. Ó.
Caraca!
Esse som dá para você ouvir de 2 a 3 quilômetros da onde a gente está.
During this tour, we learned about the rubber boom, a period that left a deep mark on the history of the Amazon. From the late 1800s to the early 1900s, latex extracted from rubber trees was essential for producing natural rubber, which was used to make tires, shoes, balls, and more. Cities like Manaus and Belém flourished during this time, but the rubber tappers working in the forest faced extremely tough conditions. Today, the local economy is driven by ecotourism and sport fishing, activities that draw visitors to the region. We also had the chance to visit the local community, home to around 700 families. There's a school, a church, and a small health clinic with a general practitioner available from Monday to Thursday. The community lives in harmony with the forest that surrounds them.
Liga aí, vai. Hello!
Fishing was one of the activities I was most excited about, since I had never done it before. In theory, catching piranhas sounds easy, but in practice, it was a bit different. We went as a group of 8 women and only 2 of us actually managed to catch anything. Meanwhile, our guide caught 5, just to show us how it's done, which made it pretty clear that we weren't exactly naturals at it. But since I stayed an extra day, I asked to go back out, and this time I caught my very first fish. It was so much fun.
Boa, Jéssica! Aí sim! Olha só aí! Uma piranha! Até que fim, Jéssica! Aos 45 do segundo tempo.
Waking up early had never felt so rewarding. The sunrise here is simply spectacular. Sitting in silence, just watching nature while the sun slowly rises to warm us. It's a moment of pure connection with yourself. It was truly special. Then, our guide stopped the boat right next to a tree, and we got an unexpected guest on board, a captain monkey. He climbed in and started exploring, looking around curiously. And even stole the guide's tobacco as a souvenir. Such a little troublemaker. One of the tours took us to the home of a local resident, surrounded by a wide area of greenery. There, we learned about several trees and plants and their medicinal powers. The guide explained how they used in practical ways to treat different conditions. We also had the chance to buy some souvenirs made from these plant extracts. It was a really interesting visit that added another layer of learning to our journey. The region is full of plant species. As we sailed down the river, we saw how they all coexist in harmony, creating a unique ecosystem. We We also had the chance to try some forest fruits, unlike anything we used to, new and surprising flavors. We were also lucky enough to spot several animals, like different species of monkeys like the howler and the capuchin. Besides them, we saw a sloth and a few bird species. But the real stars of the show were the river dolphins, always nearby, bringing us so much joy. Staying in a lodge in the middle of the forest is already incredible, but imagine sleeping in a hammock right in the heart of the Amazon jungle? Well, that's exactly what we did, and it was amazing. We arrived at the campsite and started setting up our little corner for the night. Each pair was responsible for setting up the hammock with a mosquito net, and the guide showed us the best way to do it. We did it pretty great. Then, we went out to enjoy the sunset, which was absolutely stunning that day. On the way back, we began preparing dinner. Each of us helped with the sides while the guide roasted a delicious fish for us. The food was incredible, no exaggeration. As time went by, we just hung out, chatting, bonding, and take the chance to get to know the people in our group better. It was a real moment of connection, not just with nature, but with each other. When it was time to sleep, nature did not give us a break. The sound of monkeys and other animals all around was constant, but somehow, for me, it was all very relaxing. Personally, I had an amazing night's sleep, but some of the others had a bit of trouble adjusting to the hammock. The next morning, we woke up and head back to the lodge for breakfast. And just like that, our most intense adventure so far came to an end. It's my last day here in the Amazon rainforest and I'm fascinated by this place, really. It's one of a kind experience, and if you think about visiting, you definitely should. Hope you liked the video, give it a like, and I see you in the next one.